is defined as the capacity to go from one failure to another without losing enthusiasm. As the saying goes, the most beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation ceremony of Basirang Elementary School 2021. Graduation Day is always a special moment as it symbolizes the end of an educational conquest and the commencement of another, more unpredictable and challenging phase in man's pursuit for a better life and future. Today marks the culmination of several years of hard work in the pursuit of knowledge that will enable a person to accept opportunities and face difficulties with clarity and purpose to reach the pinnacle of success. Sure, it's great seeing everybody so enthusiastic for today's event. My name is Josephine Sigamaya, and of course, it is my pleasure to have a chance to welcome all of you, especially to the handsome and gorgeous members of the graduating class of school year 2020 to 2021. Let us also extend a warm greetings to our stunning administrative staff, as well as our hardworking and exquisite faculty members, as well as our distinguished visitor for today.
If my heart has grown cold, there your love will unfold. As you open my eyes to the work of your hand, when I'm blind to my way, there your spirit will parade. As you open my eyes to the work of your hand, as you open my eyes to the work of
among natawan, mauswagon masiglakon malipayon, pagpano sa katahon. Magpapiling kaning kasing-kasing, ang kabanaan o kamalipayon, isa kanunay gugma ang magpaibabaw, ang kahusay o kalina. Mabuhay ang iyang Mindanao, lutan na among natawan, isag usab ang kalimar, kami na minahalan. Sa buhat o katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan, magpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, lutan na among natawan, isag-usab ang kaliwat, kami na minahalay. Sa buhat at katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan, magpabiling na magkahiusap, kadahugan sa tanan. Magpabiling na magkahiusap, kadahugan sa tanan.
Malinaw na bagatan, awit
Today is the day that most parents and students around here have been looking forward to for a long time. So without further ado, please help us welcome Miss Hannah Eliza A. Mascardo to give us his words of welcome.
My salute to our respected Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Edwin R. Maribuho, our very active and dynamic Schools District Supervisor, Ma'am Leia G. Sinos, the teaching force of Basirang Elementary School, headed by our approachable and motherly school principal, Ma'am Veronica D. Bahenteng, active barangay officials, headed by Barangay Captain Joel R. Gamaya, our beloved parents, friends, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, a blessed afternoon to all. I am truly honored to welcome you all on behalf of the graduating class to this momentous occasion, the graduation ceremony with the theme, Strengthening the Quality of Education Amid the COVID-19 Pandemic. The long wait is finally over, and in a few more minutes, we will reap the fruits of our hard work, perseverance, and academic endeavor. True enough, we deserve this momentous occasion. Our diploma signifies but a ticket to the more challenging and demanding chapters of our lives. It's never the end. It's just the beginning. I know I should not be ruining our celebration with my heads up about the appealing challenges that await us hereafter. After all, I am sure that we all now have the strength, courage, and capacity to withstand the test of time. Let us not forget the people who've been with us and who've shared all memories of ups and downs since the first day. To the proud parents, allow me now to congratulate you in advance for all your efforts and sacrifices have finally paid off. Your sons or daughters may not be that expressive and sweet enough, but I tell you, they are very thankful. To our beloved teachers, we know that words are not enough, but thank you, and you have done a good job. Ma'am, thank you. Lastly, we should also thank our one true God, who always helps us to persevere and overcome our problems. Once again, welcome and good afternoon.
Thank you so much, Miss Hannah Eliza Mascardo, for that encouraging and inspiring message. At this moment, to formally recognize all of you, please help us welcome our energetic school head, Mrs. Veronica Bahenteng, to present the candidates for graduation, and this will be followed by the confirmation by Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Edwin R. Maribuho.
The Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Edwin R. Maribuho, by virtue of the power vested upon me as the principal of Basirang Elementary School, I have the honor to present the 18 candidates for graduation this school year 2020-2021, of whom 7 are boys and 11 are girls who have satisfactorily completed the requirements for the grade 6 curriculum set by the Department of Education, and they are now ready for your confirmation, sir.
By virtue of the power vested upon me as the Schools Division Superintendent of the Division of Misamis Occidental, after satisfactorily completing all the requirements set by the Department of Education for the grade 6 curriculum, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereof, for school year 2020-2021, I hereby confirm you graduates. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Next is the distribution of certificates. Alligator John Carlos C., son of Mr. and Mrs. Miguel Alligato. Ayakaidi Jr. Salsu A., son of Mr. and Mrs. Justino Senyo. Cultura R.J. Emmanuel M., son of Mr. and Mrs. Arnold D. Cultura. Dadap Mark Rafi O., son of Mr. and Mrs. Demi Dadap. Lumarda Cliff T., son of Mr. and Mrs. Adonis Lumarda. Lumarda John Eric T., son of Mr. and Mrs. Adonis Lumarda. Vinyo Kent James, son of Mrs. Imelda Vinyo. Balsita Rosel May V., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Joel Balsita. Kagod Marian May R., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Danilo Kagod. Serafika Algin S., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Arnel Jose Serafika. Serafika Mary Jane L., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Benji Serafika. Garcia Jasmine S., daughter of Mr. Jesus Garcia. Lagas Jelly T., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jose Lagas. Lagas Jaya May N., daughter of Mrs. Novelin Lagas. Mascardo Hanam Eliza A., daughter of Roland Mascardo. Kipit Michelle B., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Victorio Kipit. Sayasay Elvie Rose, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Ruben Sayasay. Sinidas Janelle Hailey S., daughter of Mr. and Mrs. George Sinidas. Congratulations, graduates! You may now confidently give your back and receive compensation for enduring the wheel of ups and downs of being a student. We know what you have been through is not easy. So now, remove all your worries and fears about the future and enjoy this fossil and remarkable moment of your life as we will hear a very insightful message coming from DepEd Secretary Dr. Leonor Briones.
Good day to each and everyone who is attending virtually present at this time of our graduation ceremonies for our beloved and very precious graduates for the school year which ends at this time. First of all, I'd like to greet the parents and family members without whose sacrifices, whose reminders, and whose participation in the learning process for our graduates have resulted in this culmination program. This year, your role has changed drastically, where we've always believed that the matter of educating our children rests nearly exclusively on our teachers and our staff. This time, you parents, you family members, you who are in the households of our learners have expanded your role and contributed to this wonderful day, wherein finally, our learners are graduating in this culmination exercise. So, congratulations, because this year has not been very easy, has not been a picnic for our teachers, for our family members, as well, especially the parents, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, and all who have contributed to the achievement of our learners at this time. So, maraming salamat at congratulations, parents and family members. Mas malaki ang role ninyo at this time compared to earlier graduation exercises. Secondly, I would also like to greet our teachers, without whose very careful review and careful supervision of the work of our pupils and our learners, this event would not be taking place at all. And so thank you, teachers. Your role has also expanded, in addition to seeing to it that the modules are faithfully followed, the assignments are correctly implemented, and the learners are truly learning. And you have had to deal with new ways of assessing the performance also of the learners. So congratulations, teachers, for enduring, for your patience, for your love for our learners, and your willingness to engage in a way and methods of teaching which are different from those which are used to. Assessment must have been especially difficult for you, especially since you were not able to see most of the time our students in face-to-face meetings, and most of the meetings, of course, were virtual. We'd also like to thank the local government units for their interest, for their cooperation, and for their continuing contributions to the needs of education, even as our children do not go to school. Your donations of material as well as financial resources at this time are most welcome, and your advice has been taken seriously not only by our teachers, by our school officials, but also by our officials in the Department of Education. We continually talk with local government units, especially in times of disaster, in times of great need for classrooms, for space, and for responses to unforeseen emergencies. Thank you, local government units. But of course, most of the congratulatory greetings fall on the deserving graduate. Each and every one of you is truly special. You are different from the other graduates who have passed through the portals of your school. You went to school practically without seeing your teachers, if at all. You went to school with your parents, your mothers, and your fathers hovering over your shoulders and seeing to it that you are able to complete your assignments. You are completing your studies at a time when examinations and assessments are different. You are culminating these long months of hard work at this time even as you have to do family chores, even as you are distracted, and even as your world has turned upside down, and it seems and it appears as if we don't know what the future holds and what will happen next. But you have persevered, and now you are ready to graduate. And therefore, you deserve each and every bit of congratulations from us in the Department of Education, from your parents and family members, your teachers, from the officials in local government, as well as in the parent teachers associations. You deserve each and every single congratulatory pat on your back, each hug virtually, of course, and each greeting, which I am sure you are also receiving virtually. I don't know if you will remember this event many, many years from now. I have tried to recall myself who our graduation speaker was when I finished high school and when I finished my college studies. All I remember is that the graduation speaker was someone important, someone who was invited because that someone is supposed to give a message. What was more important to us graduates at that time was the excitement of the celebrations, the happiness and the joy of our parents, the sadness of parting from our classmates and from our teachers, and the enjoyment of all the graduation events that usually take place come commencement day. When I was a college student, we had a series of events which were designed to embed in our minds, which were designed to help us remember and not forget our days in college. We would spend one whole day going around the campus, visiting the classrooms, saying goodbye to our teachers, and sharing memories. We would have bonfires to say goodbye to each other. We had baccalaureate services where we committed ourselves to God and we prayed for guidance when we go out into the world. So many celebrations, and the speaker, of course, is the least important and easily forgotten component of the graduation exercise. Nonetheless, I will exert all efforts to share with you what I see are things or issues which a graduate should remember and recall. I have said that you are very special. You are very different. You are pioneering. There has been no other class like your class. There has been no other graduate like you as a graduating student, because you are the very first graduate of the blended learning response to education in the Philippines. And so you ask yourself, what awaits you in the world outside? You can either work, because the kind of curriculum you survived and underwent as a student will enable you to go to work if you wish to go to work. Some of you will proceed to further studies, and this would be a wonderful thing because there are many opportunities for further expanding your knowledge, for further answering and looking for explanations of issues, events that make you curious, especially in science, in technology, and also in the arts. So you can work, you can go to further studies, and perhaps some of you will settle down, hopefully not too soon, so you can pursue what you really want to do. So today, this is why we call this exercise a commencement exercise. It's not the end of our studies. It's not the end of all our efforts with blended learning, with modules, with floods, with earthquakes, and of course with COVID. It's a commencement of doors opening to you. More doors will be opened because you are a graduate. You can work, you can proceed for further studies, you can help your parents, and you can perhaps look for opportunities to do what you have always wanted to do, whether at work, whether at advanced studies, whether at learning more in science and technology, in mathematics, and in the arts. All of these opportunities are available to you. More doors are being opened. I hope you will select the door which arouses your curiosity, the door which will help you know more about this world, and the door which will allow you to contribute to the development of our country and contribute whatever we can to solve our problems and our challenges. Congratulations once more to each and every one of you. Congratulations to you, parents and family members. Congratulations to you, teachers. When I was chair of the board of Silliman University, each time we had graduation ceremonies during the baccalaureate and during commencement itself, I would cry. I would cry because you are sending out into the world a new batch of graduates, and we want to be sure that what is awaiting them is appropriate. We want to be sure that they are ready for what awaits them when they select which door to open. And so, we tell you, go out to the world, do whatever you want to do. God be with you, and be assured that all of us love each and every one of you. Congratulations.
Isang maalab at matagumpay na araw po sa ating lahat. Mula dito sa amin sa Kagawaran ng Edukasyon sa Amihan ng Mindanao. Graduation, completion, or moving up ceremonies are testimonies of excellent coordination, genuine hard work, and great love. When the COVID-19 pandemic struck the world, hitting the various sectors including education, the Department of Education, through the competent leadership of Secretary Leonor Magtolis-Briones, firmly accepted the challenge to continue education, bravely wrestling with the challenges of the pandemic and unceasingly finding solutions to address any emerging problems. Amidst all these difficulties, emerged excellent coordination across all levels of governance and the different stakeholders, with the teachers at the forefront of delivering the basic education learning continuity plan. And here they are, our learners, who willingly submitted themselves to blended distance learning, painstakingly learning the ways of the new learning landscape, and successfully accomplishing all their academic requirements through genuine hard work. But these successes would not have been possible if not for the great love of the parents and guardians who have been selflessly offering their prayers, time, and resources. In other words, the successes of our learners, our teachers, our leaders, and the Department of Education at large, with the unwavering support of all our stakeholders, are products of our collective decision to succeed as one family. On behalf of the entire DepEd Region 10, allow me to thank and congratulate everyone for this great feat, which attests that DepEd indeed is on track. But just like what is said in our theme for this year's end of school year rights, strengthening quality education amid COVID-19 pandemic, we need to be on our toes. The COVID-19 pandemic is real, and so are other education emergencies. All together, let us rise from this pandemic, recalibrate our learning continuity plans, and continue to deliver quality education for our learners, the heart of DepEd 10. Muli, binabati ko ang lahat ng nagtapos sa taong ito. Hangad namin ang inyong patuloy na tagumpay, anumang landas ang inyong tatahakin. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng poong may kapal. Marami pong salamat.
Good day to our dear graduates, parents, guardians, stakeholders in attendance, and to the Department of Education officials and teachers. Amidst the pandemic, BSOC learners have hurdled the challenges, and now is the celebration for you are to graduate and proceed to a higher level in your education. Our graduation theme is strengthening the quality of education amid COVID-19 pandemic is something we have to think about. In reality, the pandemic has even brought us farther towards the goal of achieving quality education. But quality doesn't happen by chance. It is the product of hard work and perseverance. Thus, thank you very much to all the Department of Education officials and teachers for the great effort, especially in the production, distribution, retrieval, and checking of the modules, the RBI instruction, and in the making of video lessons. Thank you also to the parents and guardians nga dako pod og adjustments gipanghimo tungod ning atong distance learning. Daghang salamat sa atong LGU officials nga nihatag nato og mga learning materials, resume machines, bond papers, o daghan pa. With the synergy of all stakeholders, there's limitless possibilities that we can reach quality of education that projects the factors that we Filipinos are a great nation. And you, young graduates, make up for the main ingredient towards the realization. Congratulations.
Thank you for the wonderful speech. Now, I know for sure you don't want to be waiting, and I know you guys are excited for the next part. Knowing good and well that today is not just a mere graduation day for some, because today they will also reap the fruits of their labors for a couple of years. Surely, students, you will undoubtedly be paid off well for all the efforts you have exerted. You are not the only ones who are proud of yourself, but evidently your parents are smiling widely behind the screen, seeing you as you receive your diplomas and certificates. So, may I request the Chair of School Selection Committee, Mrs. Cherry Olca-Balfin, for the proclamation of awardees, together by our ever-supportive principal, Mrs. Veronica Behanting, for the conferment of awardees.
Mark Rafi O. Dadap with honors. Hannah Eliza A. Mascardo with honors. Gia May N. Lagas with honors. And Roselme V. Balsita with honors.
Congratulations again, students. At this juncture, we modestly request Mark Rafi O. Dadap to give us all a warm message that would be worth remembering. Let us give him our loudest virtual applause.
May salute to our respected schools division superintendent, Sir Edwin R. Maribuhok, our very active and dynamic school district supervisor, Ma'am Leah G. Senos, the teaching force of Basirang Elementary School, headed by our approachable and motherly school principal, Ma'am Veronica D. Bayenting, active barangay officials, headed by Barangay Captain Joel Argamaya, our beloved parents, friends, fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. A blessed afternoon to all. The coronavirus pandemic has caused many school graduations replaced with virtual, drive-in, and other alternative ceremonies. Despite the situation, I am proud and happy because all my efforts and sacrifices were well paid off. The theme, strengthening the quality of education amid the COVID-19 pandemic, highlights that amidst all the challenges, our rights as learners to inclusive and quality education and to safety from the health risks of COVID-19 must be given priority. Yes, the pandemic situation is affecting our lives, but we didn't stop pursuing our goal in education so that we can fulfill our dreams and contribute meaningfully to building the nation for the future. I believe that we are now equipped with the knowledge and skills to become empowered and productive pupils that could face new challenges towards new horizon from the experiences we had undergone from our alma mater, the Basirang Elementary School. Let me thank some of the people who have made my achievements possible. First and foremost, I would like to thank God. Without Him, none of this would have been possible. To my parents, thank you so much, Pa and Ma, for the time and efforts. You are always there to guide and support me in my studies. Both of you are the best teachers at home. To our teachers, you are our unsung heroes, that we are forever grateful for the sacrifices and selfless services you have given to us. Yes, our teachers work hard in school and work harder at home. They devote their time to prepare our modules and conducting home visitations to monitor our needs. Thank you very much for the opportunities you have given to us to develop our full potential and abilities. Mabuhay ang ating mga magulang at mga guro. We up our one glorious chapter of our lives and a new one will begin. New adventures, new series of struggles, but with the things we learn from Basirang Elementary School is the stepping stones towards the fulfillment of our dreams and aspirations. We will dream, my fellow graduates, believe it, and mark my words, we will survive. Once again, a blessed afternoon to all and mabuhay!
Wow, that was very pleasant to the ears and very heartwarming. The closing hour has finally arrived. Tomorrow, new challenges and opportunities awaits our graduates that will further test their mental as improving individuals. As they continue with their life, may they look back to this dearest alma mater with fondness and pride. Once again, congratulations, graduates, and most especially to the proud parents. To formally close today's event, let us witness and lend our ears to the graduates as they sing their graduation song, to be followed by the graduation pledge.
Remembering the time we spent together as one, those memories I won't forget. It will remain inside my heart. And now we're here where we belong. We're gathered as one big family. And with the special day we have, we live in love and build our future. Let's move, let's fly, let's follow the stars. It's time to make a change and reach the skies above. Every tear will learn to change. We built a strong foundation. Now we're standing in front of it. Stand that we have made it. Let's move, let's fly, let's follow the stars. It's time to make the change and reach the skies above. Let's move, let's fly, let's follow the stars. It's time to make the change and reach the skies above. We are all Messiahs, and we will make it through.
Last pledge. We, the members of 2021 graduating class of Basirang Elementary School, join a solemn pledge to hold high and keep aglow the torch of wisdom, to protect the prestige and honor of our beloved alma mater, the Basirang Elementary School, to be loyal to her ideals, to make a good name for her, to have a greater interest and abiding faith that the knowledge and training has and to us may enhance our services to God and to our beloved country, the Philippines. And above all, to have our fervent prayer for her existence now and forever. All of this we trust in God.